Phipps, and I was the principal investigator on the Cultures of Sustainable and Inclusive Peace project, which was a Network Plus project funded by the UK Research Institute and the Arts and Humanities Research Council. It was a wonderful project, part of the Global Challenge Research Fund, which privileged research, really for the first time, from the majority world. The project worked in Morocco, in Mexico, in Ghana, in Zimbabwe, in the Gaza Strip, in occupied Palestine, and also in Scotland. The three of us were the lead editors on this book. It's quite a big book, and you can probably see it has a really beautiful cover, which reflects the sustainable peace-building ideas which are at the heart of the work that we were conducting, looking at the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly looking at the goals around gender, SDG 5, and around building strong institutions strong enough to hold the dreams and aspirations for peace. I'm going to pass over now to my colleague Hyab, who's going to tell you a little about what's in the book.
Thank you, Alison. My name is Hyab Yohannes. The book has three bigger sections and 13 chapters. And the first section is about conflict transformation, and it deals with conflict transformation at community level, at micro level, and at meso level as well, at institutional level, institutions like community centers or even family itself. And the second section talks about popular artists and its relationship with gender-based violence. And it addresses the question of gender-based violence from multiple perspectives, including from the perspectives of an artist, a poet, also from a community perspective, where people are trying to understand why is this the case in places like Morocco, in Gaza, Zimbabwe, as well as Ghana as well. And the chapters are from all these contexts that Alison has already mentioned. And the last section is about reflections on theoretical aspects of the work that they have been doing, and also reflection on the gender dimension of violences in multiple forms, and also in conflict situations like places like Gaza. And there is also reflection on safeguarding as well. What does it mean to do research in these contexts where there is so much kind of differences in terms of how people are treated and how relationships are basically formed from a family as a unit to a bigger institutional level and national level as well. I will now pass on to Tawona.
Thanks, Hyab. So we think about peace as a practice, and how do communities that have been visited by violence in their day-to-day life practice peace. And so in this collection, we are looking at what is happening at community level, how are people organizing and living their lives, and utilizing their community spaces to practice peace. And when you have academics, artists, organizers, researchers coming together, some of the common themes start emerging, that peace is practiced through languages, through the arts mainly, as it has been said before by some wise people, that a nation without the arts is a nation without a soul. And so through the arts we see that organizing, communing, and people having a chance to offer each other a space for thinking together, for crying together if need be, but for developing their communities so that peace can be a sustainable aspect as a practice and as a way of life. So this is the privilege of working with so many people and being able to bring all that together in this book.
So this is the book. It's dedicated to our colleague on the project, Dr. Rafat Alaria, who was the principal investigator of one of the pieces of work that is reflected around folk tales, He also did lots of work around guidance on how we might work in areas of profound conflict and destruction. So the book is dedicated to him and also to all our Palestinian colleagues and women who suffer from violence. The experience of writing this book, of drawing together the different strands, has been one of grief and also of joy. Joy in understanding, joy in knowing that the work of art, the work of culture, and the work often of ordinary and very humble people in trying to rebuild lives, or in standing up to structures that are unjust in ways which are effective and playful and commemorative, are giving us, yes, many twists and turns in the path, but are showing us that there is a way through even the most difficult, violent and intractable situations, especially those faced by women. So we hope you'll read it. It is available, open access, you can download it, and it's available to purchase as a hard copy and as a soft copy from Multilingual Matters. And just a shout out to our publishers who have been absolutely wonderful in their care and stewardship of the many difficulties that have come when we are trying to publish a book during times of profound warfare and violence. So thanks to Multilingual Matters for their care and stewardship of this work. Do buy it, do order it for the library, but most of all, read it and teach from it so that these many twists and turns in the pathways of sustainable peace might be available to you. Thank you.